No. Sorry. We ain't gonna even be using your music for this one. Alright guys, I'll be honest. I've recorded a couple of videos for this channel and I just don't upload them. Some of them have been more on the negative side, and I've been like really trying to avoid making a video like this. But at the same time, I can't ignore half of the stuff. Yes, I am fully aware, you know, people are upset about a lot of the things that are in the game, and I kind of agree with a decent amount of them. And I didn't want to say anything. You know, it's one of those things where you just don't want to. Hopefully, it gets better. And then the ranked reset, right? The ranked reset, and if you are higher ranked, you still didn't get much of anything. I know, I don't remember the last video I had recorded before the rank reset to look at how many gems I got, but I definitely didn't get that many gems, and it kind of just magically appeared on your account. There was no like cool thing that happened, so it was just like didn't really feel much of that. Like even now, after doing that, I've been doing like every little daily, still not even at 2K. Can't even get 2 packs at the moment. Other thing that I wanted to bring out just before I even get into the new issue, right? We still have to do this stupid stuff for the daily missions to make sure that you're getting good missions, because you know, not the good actual reset of gems, which is like what, 130 I think, 130 a day. We still have to do this, so we have to go through a couple days of getting nonsense and doing these things, and then eventually we get the 50-50-30, and then you still get the daily order that's 20. They still have the unlimited missions here, where the more you play, the less you're getting, like in comparison to, like, everything screams just make another account. And no disrespect to anyone that is making multiple accounts, I understand the hustle. You kind of have to do it at this point if you want to be able to showcase multiple decks. It is literally the smartest and best option to do. Unfortunately, I personally can't do that, or more specifically, I just won't do it because it takes up a lot of time to make different accounts and then farm up that account, and then you're pretty much using that one account just to show off a deck, right? Like it's the only way you're able to do that, because they make it, I wouldn't say impossible, but they make it so inefficient to build up one account, and that is what, in my personal opinion, you should be able to do. The game should be based off one super account. You know, you got your favorite decks, and then you started to build some side decks after you fully built your favorite deck, right? And there's just not enough resources right now that they're giving out that makes that happen. Now, when they did the XZ festival, it was nice, but then they gave us those stupid tickets, the festival tickets, right? Those festival tickets were essentially the legacy tickets. The legacy tickets are, nobody wants these things. As we all know, the problem with the legacy packs is that you get a jillion of them, but most of the majority of the cards, even the upper cards that are in here, probably don't want most of them. There are a couple that are good. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, depending on what deck that you're doing. Like, you know, this is a nice little Blackwing card. You know, who knows? I don't know how great it is, but you know, there's some cards in here. Like Cyberstein would be nice. Morphing Jar is nice. I'm pretty sure some people could maybe use some of these, but the problem is that if you do happen to pull a UR or SR out of these things, you cannot dismantle them. And that's another thing. I've been holding that on for a long time. That is a terrible decision, just because of the fact that you literally, if you don't need it, if you're not doing anything Link related, Cyberse related, it's not your style of play, you're just stuck with resources that you can't use. If I'm never gonna make a Thunder and Dragon, a deck with Thunder and Dragon, if I'm never gonna make a deck with Archfiends or anything like that, you know, or the fact that when we got these from the XD's festival, if I don't want this, now I have the whole purpose. It disrupts the whole purpose. A dismantle system. When you have a dismantle system, usually you should be able to dismantle anything so that you can always get what you want. But if you're giving us a ton of resources that we can't use the way that we want, it's just backwards. It's absolutely backwards. It's stupid. So the fact that we're getting this, the XC's festivals was basically like a legacy pack with even a smaller pool, so you can get more. You can get more better. You can get better stuff, but at the same time, it's like, it was not better stuff, and we couldn't get rid of it. So that's a whole nother issue. So with the legacy packs being what they are now, you can't dismantle them, right? You can't even dismantle the stuff that you get in the beginning of the game. You also can't dismantle stuff that you get in structure packs either. Again, all stuff that you should be able to do because it's your freaking account. And it again leads into the reason why people are literally making multiple accounts. There's almost no reason to spend money in the game, and it's probably why a lot of people have already left the game, because there's no reason to maintain an account. When you don't need to maintain an account in a game, whether it be a gacha game, mobile game, people will then just not keep playing. There's no incentive to keep playing, because what's the difference between me playing and grinding an account for 2, 3, 4 months to a year, or when I want to see a new deck, I'm just gonna make another account. I don't need to play on a regular basis. I don't need to do daily grinds. I don't need to do anything. I'll just wait until I see something that I like, either in a YouTube video from a YouTuber that's either spending a lot of money or making multiple accounts. Oh, that deck looks nice. You know what? I'll go make another account, and play that deck for a little bit, because trust me, it will get like, not, I wouldn't say boring, but like you're only gonna want to play the same deck and do the same combo for ever so long. You're not gonna want to do it like 8 months straight. You're gonna want to build another deck eventually. So that's the whole point of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the whole point of them putting almost, what is it, 6,000 plus cards into the game. All right, so then we go into the next phenomena, right? Everything's coming down. We are going to talk about the SP event, I promise you. Next thing before we go into that is obviously the whole resources. Now, they could have either did it that all the resources are poolable, so like if I wanted to take this and dismantle it, you know, you don't get a specific rarity. They could have definitely just made it that it made one big pool, and then you get a SR, N cost 30, this is 50, 100, and this is 1,000 or something like that. They could have easily did that. Would have made getting a ton of the lower resources better. They also could have did the Runeterra system, which I really like, is that there's no, like when you get like this, like it's like slightly more holographic than the other one. You get slightly more resources if you dismantle it, but it's only the resources of that thing. Even if they would have made it that if you get a foil or a special foil, it gives you another currency, like a wild currency, that would have also been better, because then you would have had more incentive to get rid of your shinies in order to get a UR or a SR that you want. They also could have did like I said, the Runeterra way, which they do have a centralized crafting currency. Also, they have a wild card system, so you can literally get a wild card UR. This way would have been better, so that you would have been able to just spend a secondary currency that's a UR or the SR or the rare, the N, you know. And in Runeterra, it works a lot, and I guarantee, I understand that Runeterra has way less cards, right? And I think that the fact that it has way less cards but has a better system to obtain cards is ridiculous, when this game has a ton of cards, a lot of cards, and it should be easier to get a decent amount of cards, but it seems like it's harder to get 2-3 cards, which is it's backwards in my opinion. So they should definitely make this, either give us more resources and allow us to get more cards, or fix how the crafting system, by all the suggestions that I gave a couple seconds ago. Now, what makes that even worse is now we're going into now we're coming back home. We're coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. KONAMI, what the fuck? Did you guys even think this out? All right, so here we go. This thing, as they specified, is a whole little thing that they did, and you know, it's probably super fun. I almost bet that it's probably fun. It's the same thing as that we normally are. You have a loaner deck that you can use, and then you can also use my deck, which is your own customary deck to win as well. Now, the big issue, as you can see, legacy packs. It's just like they fixed or I wouldn't say fixed, but they made adjustments for the XD's festival like instantaneously, right? They saw it and they were like, oh my god, we need to change this, because people are losing on purpose and it's ruining the event. If you guys keep giving out legacy packs, you are ruining your game. This is stupid. These should be gems. This should be 100 gems or 200 gems or something like this. Everything that you guys do should be loaded with gems, and legacy packs need to not be the standard. Even when you win or lose a game in ranked, you should be getting like 50 gems. The amount of gems you should be giving out on a regular basis should be significantly higher, unless you want to do, like I said, those wild card or crafting things to allow people to get the cards they want to make multiple decks. Like, this is going to be a little bit riff for me, but like most of these things are legacy packs. Most of them. There are, I think, number 4, I gotta keep track of it, but it's mostly 4 or 5 legacy packs, double legacy packs, 6 double legacy packs. Okay, there we go. Like, okay, now we finally get a mates board, and that's what they were saying, like, oh, we're giving out mates, we're also giving out accessories, but majority of this is packs. I keep clicking the same one, right? Yeah. This is what I was doing. I was trying to do this on my phone, and it was a nightmare. Okay, boom, look. Finally, all the way here, we finally get 200 gems. Finally, right? And then boom, there's the goal. and then it's over. So this whole event that you're doing here that they decided to put into the game, can you ignore it? Absolutely. But you do events in daily grind games to get resources. So what is the purpose of doing this when all I'm gonna get is 200 gems? That's the main objective that I'm here for, the 200 gems. I'm also gonna, I guess, be here for the magical hats thing as well. And then where is it? And then this. That's what I'm here for. And it's not enough. It's just they need to give out more of the resources that matter into the game. And this is what I always say about mobile gacha. And this is not really a mobile gacha game. This is a game that technically someone can buy on their they can download on their PS5. It's free to play. They would be like, oh man, or playing on the Switch, like, oh, let me have some fun. But there's almost no incentive when the rank system, as I mentioned earlier. You're not getting much rewards for ranking up unless the first time that you do it. Again, better to get a new account. Secondly, you're not getting that much resources on a daily grind unless you do a special trick that you have to find from online. For a while, I was not doing that trick, and I was like, damn, I'm not really getting too many gems, because every day or so, I'm getting like 20s. And there's even one I think that gives you 10. It's like, what? Why are you guys doing it? They should all be 50, honestly. So it wouldn't matter which one you got on a day. It should all be like the same, so the rewards are consistent. So you're getting 150 every day, regardless of which one pops up. Or if you want to get spicy, you have them all available, and then they're all things that you need to do for the day. Play 5 spells, do this, play a couple traps, go to solo mode. And I don't know how much that would be, but that would be a lot better than it just the what is it, the funnel on the resources, especially as you have a long account, is bad unless you make a new account. so I could see that people circumventing it is the best, but it also, if they're being like, oh well, people are going to make new accounts, this is how we're going to stay, we're not going to make any changes, I think that is a grave mistake. And I think that's why, again, people are left the game. That's why people aren't going to come back until they feel like playing something, and that's only going to be once they add new cards into the game. You've already seen what the meta is. The game's been out for a month and the internet exists. The meta is here. Everyone knows what the best cards or the best decks are. If a new combo comes out that someone decided to make up, guess what? They're going to see it and then they're just going to make it. If the combo, the newest combo or whatever, doesn't fit that deck, guess what? They're gonna make a new account and then prioritize just putting that combo into that deck, into that account, right? So now that account has that new combo that was just thought of, and instead of, why would you then struggle with your old account that you don't have those combos and you don't have those cards, and then you try to open up a pack? What am I supposed to do if a new combo gets revealed right now? I don't even have enough to do 2 pulls. I have to hope that I get a lot of URs, likely that I don't want, that I want to fodder, right? Because the master pack, even if I go master pack for it, you know, that's a lot of cards. So I have to hope that I get stuff that I don't like. If I get something that I like, I might still have to fodder it off, depending on if it's not the exact new combo that's in there, that doesn't feel good either. Because then you're like, well, this is a good card, it's an amazing card, but I'm losing out there in rank because I don't have Called by the Grave. I'm losing out there in rank because everyone just figured out that this new trap that's out there counters this whole thing, or this counters Sky Strikers. I need to put this in. Dual pack this needs to be reset too. You know, like they definitely need to be doing a little bit more. And I think that I've been seeing it pop up everywhere. And like I said, I don't like to be the, you know, everyone's like, this game sucks, this game's terrible, and then you're just like, I agree. Exactly, I agree. And it looks like it's a fad, but it's really been pissing me off, really. And it's like, when the game first dropped, I had a couple issues, but again, you're in the honeymoon phase, you're not really paying attention like that. You're like, they'll be giving out a decent amount. And also you have to see, how are they going to do a ton of events? Are they going to give you enough gems to do a bunch of all the other stuff, so you don't have to really care too much about what you're getting daily? There's a bunch of events, but right now it's looking shaky. And if it continues like that, then this channel, I'll have to add other content into the content, because I'm not going to sit there and do 1,000 videos on spell counters or 1,000 videos on virtual world. You know, just I can't do that. But those are only like good decks, or the mutant deck, you know, I can't keep doing that, you know. So hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys feel in the comment section below. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.